If you've been following me for any length of time, you know I'm a huge proponent of working with affirmations. And the kind of affirmation I'm talking about today is a statement that describes a goal that you want to achieve or an experience you want to have as if it's already been achieved, as if you're experiencing it right now in the present moment. And today I'd like to teach you how to create your own affirmations that you can use to help you accomplish your goals for the year ahead more easily and more quickly. I know a lot of you already know about affirmations, but whenever I ask people, have you created an affirmation for every one of your goals? And are you repeating them and visualizing them as complete every single day? Most people say no. It's like owning a highly tuned, powerful race car and never taking it out of the garage. You have a vehicle that will take you where you want to go faster and further than you can possibly imagine, but you don't use it. It's a tragic waste of a great vehicle. And the same is true for affirmations. I first learned the power of affirmations when I was in my 20s, and my teacher and mentor, W. Clement Stone, challenged me to set a goal that was so far beyond my current circumstances it would literally astound me if I achieved it. And it would prove to me that what he was teaching me actually worked. So I decided to put his challenge to the test, and I set myself the challenge of making the jump from earning under $10,000 a year to making $100,000. Now, the first thing I did was to create an affirmation for the goal, which went like this. God is my infinite supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly and easily under the grace of God for the highest good of all concerned, as I am happily and easily earning, saving, and investing $100,000 a year. Now, the next thing I did is I created a huge replica of a $100,000 bill, which I taped to the ceiling above my bed. So when I woke up every morning, the first thing I'd see was the $100,000 bill, and it would immediately remind me to repeat my affirmation to myself. And I also would then close my eyes and visualize what I would be doing and enjoying if I were living a $100,000 a year lifestyle. I imagined the house I would live in, the artwork I'd have on the walls, the furniture in the rooms, the car I would drive, and the vacations I would take. I also imagined the feelings I would experience once I'd already attained that lifestyle. Now, it wasn't long after I started doing that every single morning that I woke up one morning with my first $100,000 idea. I realized that if I could sell 400,000 copies of a book I'd written called 100 Ways to Enhance Self-Concept in the Classroom, which earned me a 25-cent royalty per book, I would earn a $100,000 income. So when I did my morning visualizations, I added the image of my book flying off the bookstore shelves and my publisher writing me a check for $100,000. I also visualized that check. Now, not long after that, a freelance journalist approached me and wrote an article about my work for the National Enquirer. And as a result, thousands of additional copies of my book were sold that month. And almost daily, more and more money-making ideas were flowing into my mind. I bought copies of my book from the publisher at the wholesale price, and I took out small ads in educational magazines and sold the book on my own, making $3 per copy, which was the retail profit instead of just the 25-cent royalty. And then I started the mail-order catalog of books and audio programs on building self-esteem, including my own, of course, and made even more money. And soon after that, the University of Massachusetts saw my catalog and invited me to sell our books and our audio programs at a weekend conference they were hosting for school counselors. And that generated more than $2,000 in 2 days and introduced me to another strategy for making $100,000 a year, taking our books to educational conferences all around New England. Now, as I continued my daily affirmation and visualization practice, later that year, I remember I asked a friend who did similar workshops for schools, and he told me he was charging almost triple for a day-long workshop than I was getting. So I tripled my speaking fees, and people agreed to pay me that new fee. And as a result, my income that year skyrocketed from less than $10,000 a year to over $92,000. Now, I ended up missing my $100,000 goal by $8,000, but I was still ecstatic. I had radically increased my income in 1 year. And that's the power of using affirmations. So how do you create an affirmation? Well, first off, you start with the vision of what you want to accomplish or experience. And if it's safe to do so, take a moment and close your eyes right now. And think about your vision for the year ahead. And think of some of the goals that you want to accomplish. What will your life look like and feel like once you've accomplished those goals? And just allow yourself to sit in that experience now for a few more seconds. And once that vision is clearly fixed in your head and in your heart, you can open your eyes. And now it's time to write your affirmation, which is a positive statement that describes the experience you will enjoy once you're in a state of having already accomplished that goal. Now, your affirmations should start with the words, I am. It should be stated in the present tense, and it should contain at least 2 feeling words. Words that describe what you'd be feeling if you'd already achieved the goal. I like the format of, I'm so happy and grateful that I am now, and then you fill in the rest with whatever you want to accomplish. For example, my current professional breakthrough goal is to have 1 million certified Canfield trainers teaching the success principles around the world by the year 2030. Now, we have a ways to go with that for sure, but we're making great progress toward it with thousands of trainers now in 117 countries around the world. And the affirmation I'm using to help me accomplish this goal is, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now celebrating having 1 million certified Canfield trainers successfully teaching the success principles all across the world. Now, as you can see, I'm describing that experience in the present tense, describing it as if it's already been achieved. So what's a big goal that you want to accomplish for your life in 2021 or beyond? And how will you feel once you've accomplished it? Maybe you feel happy and grateful like me, or maybe you'll feel blissful and triumphant. But choose 2 positive feeling words that will describe your state of being once you've achieved that goal for your life. And then write your affirmation like this. I am so, fill in the feeling word, and fill in another feeling word, now that I am, and then describe the goal as if it's already been achieved. For example, if your goal is to run your first marathon this year, your affirmation could be, I am so happy and proud that I'm now crossing the finish line of my first marathon with a time of 4 hours and 30 minutes. Now be sure to make it specific and frame it as a positive statement as opposed to a negative statement. For example, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm not overweight anymore is not an effective affirmation. You want to say something like, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now feeling healthy and strong at my ideal weight of 178. Now I encourage you to write an affirmation like this for every big goal you have for yourself this year, and then repeat them with feeling out loud if you can every morning and every evening. And then after you finish reciting each affirmation, close your eyes and visualize yourself experiencing the reality you've just described. See the scene as if you're looking out through your eyes, as if you were actually living in the moment. And imagine hearing the sounds you might hear in that situation, and feel the feelings you will feel when you achieve that success. The stronger the feelings, the more powerful the experience will be, and the easier it will be for you to keep your goals top of mind and to program your subconscious to come up with the creative ways to achieve it. Now, if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like it, share it with a friend who may need it, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. And for additional mindset tools and success resources, visit JackCanfieldOfficial.com and check out the links below in the description below, and also let me know what you think in the comments. So thanks again for watching.